Okay, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin with this lesson, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, and great millstone, who do rule well and teach well, and shalom to the hopeful elect and your Akim pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth with all truth and sincerity, making your calling and election sure. Shalom. And this is going to go into, Esau's blessing and why he was blessed. Okay, because when you read Hebrews, let me just get straight into it. Hebrews 11 and 19, it can get misconstrued, right? So this is the book of Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 19, accounting that the Most High was able to raise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. Verse 20, by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Okay. And when you read on down, it just goes into, by faith Jacob, when he was dying, blessed both the sons of Joseph and worshiped leaning upon the top of his staff. By faith Joseph, it goes into, other accounts of faith. But what does it mean when it says by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come? Remember, just because you got a blessing doesn't mean it's always, meant for, something good. Okay? Because, Satan can bless you. Okay? But what's the end of destruction? But what is Esau's blessing, and where can you read that then? Right? Let's get the book of Genesis 27. And let's get straight to the point, 34. This is the book of Genesis 27 and verse 34. Salakia. I'm going to start at verse 33. Actually, Salakia. Start at verse 32. And Isaac, his father, said unto him, who art thou? And he said, I am thy son, thy firstborn Esau. And Isaac trembled very exceedingly and said, who? Where is he that had taken venison and brought it to me? And I have eaten of all before thou camest, and have blessed them. Yeah, and he shall be blessed, right? When Jacob supplanted Esau. And when Esau heard these words of his father, he cried with a great and exceeding bitter cry, and said unto his father, bless me, even me also, O my father. Okay, and this is Esau getting ready to receive his blessing. And when Esau heard these, like in verse 35, and he said, thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. When you go into that name Jacob, it means to supplant, right? And it was all through the spirit. You can read this and be like, that's hella messed up. What the hell? But if you know anything about reincarnation, which is a topic for another lesson, this is Cain and Abel all over again. But what happened in that time? Cain slew his brother Abel because he was jealous. And now judgment is being played out in this time, okay? Onto Cain and Abel, right? Cain's going to get judged with this blessing, as, Abel's going to receive, something good because his sacrifice was righteous. But nonetheless, this is when you read Hebrews 11 and 19, right? Esau received the blessing, and we're getting into his blessing. And he said, thy brother came with subtlety and had taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob? Right, because his name means to supplant. For he has supplanted me these 2 times. He took away my birthright, and behold, now he had taken away my blessing. And he said, hast thou not reserved the blessing for me? And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Why? Because Esau was blessed. Salakia, Jacob was blessed with, the kingdom. Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth and of the dew of heaven from above. And verse 40, and by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing, whereas his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then what will I slay my brother Jacob? Where have you read this? Back in that Cain and Abel, man. Okay. So this is his blessing, right? To get the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass that thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. Okay. So when did this come to pass, and did Esau receive dominion? Let's get Job 9 and 24. Simple precept, but nonetheless. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he? And who are these judges talking about? The Most High and his Son. How did he cover the faces of the judges? During the Renaissance period, when Esau, Edom took over, Jake, and decided to, paint the likenesses of their images on, holy paintings and things of that sort from dark period, right? The Byzantine Empire. And who did that also come with? Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. They painted the angels. They painted Yahweh white. Yahweh Shai is the so-called white man. The angels as little Edomite babies. And they just technically whited everything out. Okay. So, also, let's get Malachi 1. 1 through 5. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob. And the Lord said, and I hated Esau. Whoa, 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 whoa. And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Remember, the Most High changes not. When you read the book of Romans 9th chapter, you can read that the Lord still hates Esau. For your New Testament dudes that claim that the New Testament is talking about everybody coming together. Okay. And I hated Esau and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, where Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Okay, this is Esau receiving dominion. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Whew. So, as you see here, not only was Esau blessed with the whole earth, this also goes to show that he has no salvation, even though he was blessed with the fatness of the earth. Okay, when you read Obadiah, the 1st chapter, he's also going to be the only nation of people on earth that's going to be extinct after 1,000 years of hard bondage. Okay, and the rest of the other nations are just going to be, servitude. I forgot how, what that word was, but they're going to be, always under us. Because why? When you read the book of 2nd Esdras, right? The Lord doesn't look at these other nations. These other nations as nothing but spittle, and even far less more Esau, Edom. He's worse because you have the sons of men, the sons of God, which would be the Israelites. The sons of men would be the other nations, and then you have the sons of the wicked, which would be the Edomites. Okay. You just have to have the spirit to differentiate when it's talking about Jake and when it's talking about Esau. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12 and verse 16. Lest there be any fornicator and profane or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright. Right, that red pottage, because he didn't cook it all the way through. And this is why you see, big talks on medium rare or rare steaks, or they call it blue steaks, right, when it's barely even cooked. Right, that all goes back to, Esau, Edom. And when you go into the word profane, it means outside the kingdom temple. So now you're probably wondering, why did Esau get blessed? Then why he get blessed then? Well, in order for Revelations 11 and 15 to come to pass, this is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed, and he shall reign forever and ever. Right? This is going to happen after, the ICBM missiles are shot. But in order for this to happen, right, let's get Isaiah 63. I'll read down. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 63, and verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra, that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in greatness of his strength? I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. Wherefore art thou red in thine apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat? Verse 3. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me, for I would tread them, who? Esau, Edom, in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment, so like it clothing. Why? Let's get this real quick. The book of, if I'm not mistaken, Numbers, Salaki. Numbers 35 and verse 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land. Okay, and we understand how this land was gotten, right? First, the slaughtering of the northern kingdom, and then, the bringing of, the southern kingdom later on during the transatlantic slave trade, and the slaughtering of our nation just here, in general, right, is what? Full of blood. But the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. But by who? But by the blood of him that sheddeth. During the time of segregation, who was the nation of people that had it separate with everyone else? Who had the nicest things? Who had the best water? Who was the one that was able to, to kill you and get praise for it? Hey, who was able to use clean bathrooms and who was able to use dirty bathrooms, dirty water? You had white people and you had the other nations. And who were the main ones that were being, thrown down upon? There's a lot of, pictures of the segregation period where you see no Mexicans, no and no Hispanics and no black. Right? Goes to show who was the man ruling at this, in this kingdom called America, right? This empire. Esau, Edom, the man that came out red. Okay. And that's how this place is going to be cleansed, through his blood. And the other nations as well, but mainly talking about here in Babylon the Great, because this is, when Yahushua returns. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeemed is come. So when you read Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, and it says, no man shall buy you, that's not going into no man shall buy you as in slaves. When you go into that word, it goes into redeem. No man shall redeem you, because the only man that's going to be able to redeem us from out of this captivity, Babylon the Great, is the same man that's going to redeemed us, during the time of Egypt and these different captivities. Who is that? Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, this time with his son Yahushai. And I looked, and there was none to help, and I wondered that there was none to uphold. And therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. And I would tread down the people in my anger and make them drunk in my fury, and I will bring down their strength to the earth. When you go into, the people, it's referring to Esau, Edom, because who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Basra? Okay? So just because you have a blessing, man, doesn't mean it's for something that's good. Okay, let's get Romans 9 chapter actually. And we'll probably close out from there. And you can just read all the way down. I really should start at verse 1, but you know, for for the sake of time, we'll go straight to the point. Verse I'm sorry, verse 11. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Okay. So, people like to say it's because Esau did this, it's because Esau did that. But it says what? Not, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to the election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. Okay. Because everything was already laid out, including, all the way down back to, Cain and Abel. Verse 12, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. For he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that sheweth mercy. You people out here in the world trying to save Esau, Edom, trying to include all these other nations into, salvation. Doesn't matter what you say. It's not scriptural and it's not going to happen. And that's how the Most High wants this to play out. Okay. And it's not even of us either. We're just blessed to not be Edomites, man. So verse 17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. It's talking to Esau. Why he hates Esau. That I might shew my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore have thee mercy on whom he will have mercy, and on whom he will he hardeneth. Thou wilt say then unto me, that means you're gonna say, why does he yet find fault? Why are you trying to, why are you looking for, for some fault in him? For who has resisted his will? Nay, but, oh man, who are you that replies against the Most High? That's wrong. Why would he just raise up a nation just to destroy him? Why would he do that? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why did you make me this way? Why hast thou made me thus? Hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? Has not the technically saying the clay can't say shit to the man molding the clay. If I have a piece of clay right now and I want to make a car out of it, the clay can't talk back to me because it's gonna do whatever I'm gonna make it do. So just because people are talking back, right? It doesn't matter. You guys can't say nothing because I know the Yahweh is the one that is doing this. And it's happening right now. Has not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? But why did you make this nation? Because he can. And he did. This is why you have different nations of people on earth. Okay? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction, that he might make known the riches of his glory and the vessels of mercy, which he had afore prepared unto glory, man. See? So, nonetheless, this is why Esau, Edom was blessed. Okay? This way to, to come at the end and gain, a strong kingdom, right? America, Babylon the Great, longest ruling kingdom, and it's real powerful. When you read Daniel the 7th chapter, right? Talks about how, you know, the iron, real military might, which is why, we even got Edomites today saying what? The American dollar is not backed by gold. It's backed by the military. It's backed by the military. Yeah. And that's perfect that they say that because the Lord gave him that strength and that power just so he can show y'all how weak you really are to the Most High. When the Most High comes back to, right? What did we get? Is it up right here? No. Revelations 11, verse 15. And the seventh angel sounded, and there were great voices in heaven saying, the kingdoms of this world are become the kingdoms of our Lord and of his anointed, and he shall reign forever and ever. Why did the Lord have many crowns? Let's get that. This is the book of Revelations 19 and verse 12. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns. And he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. Many crowns, meaning the taking over of all these nations, all these dominions, and the absorbing of everything that these people have. And mainly going into Esau, Edom, because you're the one that's in power. You're the powerhouse. Babylon the Great. Mystery Babylon the Great. Okay, Babylon this, Babylon that. Okay, the concentration is here in Babylon. But nonetheless, man, people read Hebrews 11, and you see Esau was blessed. Esau was blessed. Yeah, but that blessing was for a reason and for a purpose, man. So, with that, I want to close out. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakodash. I don't want to those eyes lesson was edifying.